So maybe what we can do, yeah, maybe we can just take this one as the demo and we can just do it. Okay. So what we can just do it. First of all, you try to create a cookbook. Okay. So you can just create a cookbook. It's a normal way of generating a cookbook in your local. Okay. So instead of creating a cookbook by using the knife command, okay, so you can just try to create your cookbook in the local itself. Okay. For example, you can just try to create a cookbook by this command also. So till now what we have did. So knife cookbook create is a command that you are going to use it if you are going to test the command in the test original server. But since I just want to test it in my local for by using my chef kitchen, so I'm just going to use this command instead of using that command. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to my chef workstation. You see, so now I'm just going to go to my chef workstation, which is in the developer kit, and I'm just going to use the command to run it. So maybe you can also try to do in the meantime. Okay, so try to do two things. You need to install the Vagrant and the virtual box in your machine now. So be ready. So I'm coming here. So chef report. Now I'm just going to generate this cookbook. You see, so this is the first time when I am trying to generate the cookbook in my local itself. So this is not a cookbook which I am just going to create it in my central place. Okay, not by using knife cookbook create. Got it? So you see the difference, right? How I am trying to create yesterday and today. So yesterday I created a cookbook by using knife command. Today I am just trying to create the cookbook through my chef generate command itself. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it got created. So next what we need to do here is, once the cookbook is getting created, okay, there is something called MOTD file. So this is a normal recipe. So what it is doing is, it is going to just use a template. So the problem here is, it is not about the cookbook. It is about the concept of template. Okay. So in the resource, we know the file resource and cookbook resource, all those things. And there is a resource called template resource. Okay. What is a template? Template is something which is going to have your configuration file. Okay. For example, this is your configuration file, which should be there in your server. Okay. So this should be just there in your server, correct? But the thing is, each and every server is having a different name and a different node. So in such cases, what you can do here is, so what you can do is, you can just put that as a template. So template will be just having a value and the variable and the value. So the template is something which is going to have the value and the variable here. Okay. So template is something which is going to have the value and the variable. So in this case, I'm just going to create a template. Okay, you understand what is template, guys? So in a real time, how the template resource is going to use in the chef is, for example, each and every time you are going to change the port. Okay, each and every time you are going to change the deployment port. So in this case, what you can do, so you can just create a name called port, the variable called port, and we are just going to give this percentage symbol and this percentage, and we are just going to, you can pass to that particular node. In this node, you can just pass the variable of the port also. So in this case, the variable name port is common and the value of the port is going to be differentiated. So if you want to dynamically pass any parameter inside your file for some token, then it is called a token. Token is nothing but the value and the variable. Okay, both combined, and this forms as a token. And we are going to talk a data bag. Okay, there is a concept called data bag, and we are going to talk about the role and environment later. Before that, we will be talking about the data bag. So I will be explaining more on this token concept in the database. Okay, mostly the data bags will be having the username and the password, But like this, that one of the token is going to be used and a lot of tokens are going to be combined, and that is called as a template file. Okay, we will see how to create the template first of all. If you are just using this command, okay, the template file will be created. Okay, can you tell me what is template file, guys? No? Can anyone tell me what is template files? What is template? It's one of the resource in the chef. Okay, what it will be used here is, so it is going to have the value and the variable and the value. Okay, so this is how it is going to be used. So one second. Yeah, okay, my son is shouting. I came to my friend's house. So. Okay, you see now I am just going to generate a template. So this is a command that will be used to create a template. Okay, so I have just created a template too, and I could able to see in this folder MOTD, which is going to be my chef cookbook. You can see the template, and inside the template I am just going to have the ERB file. Okay, you see this is the template file. So now that's fine. So I'm just going to have my template file here. You see this is created, and after that, once you have the template file, you need to create the original recipe, right? So what original recipe you need to do? In this original recipe, you need to use a resource like file service package. We are going to use a resource called template, and I just want to put it inside the node called MOTD, which is a etc like Tomcat 8. I'm just going to create a normal MOTD file, which is etc MOTD, which talks about the information of server. Simply talks about the information of server, which is called MOTD. So it should be there in the etc folder, and the source of the file is going to be serverinfo.erb, which is created inside our template folder, correct? So we have a template folder and we have created it, right? So now we need to use this one. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to File Explorer.
Hello, Sundar.
Yeah, Mahendra, we can hear you.
Seems like Sundar's
I think
froze.
yeah, just moved actually.
Acha. Okay.
Yeah, guys, I actually came to my brother-in-law's house. So he is playing and he's shouting too much inside. So okay, fine. So here, let's see. So C colon chef. So now we need to create a cookbook for this MOTD, right? So we need to create a recipe. So what we are going to use the template resource inside the recipe, but before that we need to create a template. So what is the template? I have already created the server info.erb, which is having the value and the pointer null and pointer for that value. Sorry, variables and the pointer for the values. Okay. And now I'm just going to use this ERP file, which is going to have this recipe. You see, template is a resource. I'm going to put this template in this place. So finally, after the server got installed, if you are going and checking this MOTD file, you will be having the variables, and you see the variables and the values will be there in this server info.erp. Okay, now it is empty because we have not used it. Okay, fine. So the next one is I have created a default recipe. The second one that I am just putting this also to you. Maybe you can just use it. So I am just putting in the chat to you this one. So set up test kitchen. You see the test kitchen is nothing but I am just going to configure it. So since I have used the cookbook, okay, since I have used the cookbook here, so our normal way of okay, how I have created a cookbook, I have created by using a chef generate, right? Once you are using a chef generate, you have created a cookbook in the local, so automatically this MOTD file will be having something called kitchen.yml file. Okay, you can ask me what is YML. YML is a YAML syntax. Okay, YAML is a kind of a Java configuration file. Okay, YAML. Okay, so this will be the extension of this files, and automatically this YAML file will be created with all my contents. You see, this YAML file, okay, is the file which will be used for us to just check my cookbooks in my local. So here is the place where it is going to create my virtual environment. So to create any virtual environment, the driver which we are going to use is a Vagrant. Okay, so Vagrant is a next tool, DevOps tool, which we can use it as a DevOps tool. Previously people were using Vagrant, now we are using Docker. Okay, so the replacement or the bigger brother of Vagrant is going to be a Docker, but Chef Kitchen is using Vagrant, okay, to make our provisioning of the servers. Okay, the server provisioning is done by using the Vagrant. Okay, so next is going to be Chef 0 is a provisioner, so the name of the chef is a solo chef. Okay, so leave it. So this is a configuration that you have to give, and the platforms. Okay, which platform you want to use it. So I want to use the platform which is Ubuntu. Okay, Ubuntu 14.0 should be used. Maybe 14.0 or 12.0, anything can be used. Okay, so what I am trying to say is maybe you can use 14.0 instead of 12 or 16, and this will be the created defaultly because this recipe will be added defaultly for the run list. You see, in this is a run list, and this recipe is defaultly added here. Okay, if you want you can change it. So this is a kitchen.yaml file. So once you are going to run the kitchen and create the kitchen and run the kitchen, so this recipe is going to be run inside this server. Okay, the platform is inside this platform, it is going to run soup. I am going to run the soup inside this platform by using the Chef 0 provisioner, and the platform is going to be the Vagrant machine. The virtualization concept is going to be done by using Vagrant. Okay, now I just want to run this. So if you want to run this, okay, you need to just make sure that the Vagrant is working fine with you or not. Okay, normally how the Vagrant will be running here, Vagrant. If you are just typing a command called Vagrant, okay, it should be running. So normally it will not be running in your machine because you have not installed the Vagrant, right? To install the Vagrant, you need to do the two jobs. Okay, so maybe what I will do is, you see, the Vagrant is up and running. Maybe in your computer the Vagrant may not be running. So what you have to do here is, so you can use the MS Paint. Okay, so first, if you want to install the Vagrant, okay, you want to become an athlete, what you need to do? Okay, if you want to become an athlete, basically you need to make your body fit. Okay, first of all you need to make your body fit, and you need to make your body ready, and you need to go for an athletic practice. Correct. So like that, you have a laptop, okay, you are going to fit the Vagrant. What is the Vagrant? It is a virtualization, right? Vagrant is V-A-G-R-A-N-T. Vagrant is a VM software, okay, VM tool. Okay, if you want to install a VM tool on your laptop, so what you need to do, first of all, laptop, we need to install the VM software, virtual box. So you need to install your laptop with a virtual box. Inside this virtual box, we need to load your Vagrant. So these are the bread and butter. Correct. So first of all, you need to make this machine as a virtual box. Either you can install Vagrant or you can install Docker. So this is what the two-in-one option that I am going to tell you now. So either in this machine you can install the Vagrant or you can install the Docker machine. Docker tool, right? So both are going to be the virtualization tool. You can also install Docker on this machine. So now, since we are only concentrating on the knife kitchen, we are going to install the Vagrant on that. Okay. So now I am going to tell how you are going to install this Vagrant on your machine. Okay. So in this case, so first of all, Vagrant, V-R-A-G-R-A-N-T, Vagrant on Windows. You just try to do this. There will be two things will be there. You see, maybe we will just see this. So if you see here, you see, this is a trump card that you need to understand. First of all, you need to try to install your VirtualBox, and you have to download the VirtualBox software from this link, and after that you need to install the Vagrant on your machine. So there's two things that you have to do it. Okay. So maybe I did it before. So if you see here, I have downloaded this Vagrant and the VirtualBox. Okay. So this is what, maybe today you try to do it, otherwise tomorrow I will just put it in the Google Drive or something like that. Okay, but my Google Drive is full, that's the reason I could not, but that's fine. So I am just giving this also to you. I am just putting it as a chat. Okay.
But is it the same case for EC2 instance also? We need to install both of them.
1 second, I will reduce the voice. See, in EC2 instance, you can just do and get it. Okay, it is very easy in EC2 instance. Okay, but in EC2 instance, there is something called loopback IP addresses will be there. Okay, that loopback IP address 127.0.0.0 is going to be the loopback IP address, which may not allow you to just make your Vagrant to run. So that might be the problem. So first of all, even see, actually what it happened here is there is a real-time requirement. I got it, you see, from one guy who is I'm not sure who is that. So I got a real-time experience. You see, Rupa something. Okay, this girl is from Apple. Okay, so why I am telling the basic of this chef knife kitchen is, I may not teach you, but since this is the real time which the Apple is asking now. Okay, so what she wants to do is, she wants to create a chef cookbook. You see, she wants to create a chef cookbook for core application. Okay, the application is to be the core application. They want to install the core application. See guys, there is too much of noise from someone else. Yeah, please go on mute. Thank you. So there is a core app. Okay, for their core app, they need to install Django. Django is nothing but the Java framework. Okay, and they need to create a cookbook to install the Postgres, which is the Postgres SQL is nothing but the open SQL. Okay, open database. So which can be like a SQL, Microsoft SQL and MS Oracle, right? Sorry, Microsoft SQL and Oracle, right? So Sun Microsystem Oracle. Like this, there is another DB in the world called Postgres, which is very famous. And the cache layer is memcached. So this three database or these three things, okay, has to be created as a 3 chef cookbooks. Okay, and they don't want to use EC2 instance. Apple doesn't want to use any Amazon product. Okay, so they don't want to use it. So now how they can test it? So only way is to use the chef knife kitchen, sorry, chef kitchen to do that. To do that, they need a vagrant. Okay, so what they want to do is they don't want to do that in the EC2 instance. Okay, they don't want to do anything in the AWS cloud. So the scenario itself is not talking about the cloud, they are just talking about the machine and the VM concept. So that's the only thing that I have taken this in the node. So since you asked the question, what I am trying to say to you is, yes, you can do it. You can do the Vagrant and the VirtualBox and the Vagrant installation in no time. In 1 minute you can do it. But while we are just trying to, okay, after this we will try to do that also, but there will be a problem because of the loopback address. So this is a direct answer for you. Understood?
Yes, Sundar.
Okay, we will see what is the problem which we are going to face, because maybe 3 to 4 months back I tried to do that for my practice. So there is one requirement in my office and I need to try it. So when I was trying in my EC2 instance, I got frustrated and I just left it. Okay, maybe the same issue might be coming. Let's see. But I have the other idea, because it is because of the CentOS 7.2, I guess. But let's see how it is going to work. And the Ubuntu at the time it was 12. Okay, the Ubuntu version is 12, but now the latest version is 16. So maybe that can also help me. We will see now. So now I'm just going to try it. So you understand? So two things that you need to do. One is the VirtualBox installation and the Vagrant installation. So once you do that, so what you need to do here is, once after you do that, so you just need to put your. So now what you need to do is, your kitchen is ready, your chef kitchen is ready, right? And now we need to create your, so you need to just put the kitchen list, but I know that it will be listed. So directly I'm just going to create my kitchen. Okay, so we will see. I'm just going to create my kitchen, right? So KIT kitchen create. So once I am trying to create my kitchen, we will see. So my kitchen is getting created. So first time what it will do is, while you are creating a kitchen, it will try to download the Ubuntu image, okay, the Ubuntu image on your computer. So to download the Ubuntu, you need to understand this process very well. So I'm just going to compare this process with the Docker image. Okay, while I'm talking about Docker, I'm just going to compare this process. So you see, the bringing the machine default up to the VirtualBox provider. So what is happening is, the normally what it will do is, it will be first in, for you it will not be just it is finished in a no time, because it has already the Ubuntu image on this machine. But when you are running first time, it takes more time for you to create this kitchen. Why? Because the Ubuntu machine will be downloaded from the internet. Ubuntu image, which might be some around 3 GB or minimum 2 to 3 GB will be there, that Ubuntu image. So this is going to be downloaded. Hard download is going to happen on your machine. So you see, instead of using a chef server and running the node client, okay, chef client in the node, we are just going to run everything on the same machine without using any cloud. And I'm just doing that Ubuntu instance on the Windows machine. That is also the good advantage of it. For that, the Ubuntu image will be downloaded, and now I'm just going to run my kitchen. KITCHEN. Kitchen converge, CONVERGE. Converge is a command that to convert that, so everything is going to be run. So run command is nothing but the converge command in the kitchen. Okay, so kitchen converge. So now the first time again it may take the time for you, but in the second time onwards it will be just running soon, because you have the image on your system. So it takes some time for us to do this. You see, yeah, I forgot to hit enter. So it is converging and it is saying some error. So failed. Why it is failed? So previously it was running for me. You see, it was running. So you see, when I use the kitchen converge, it was running. So installing Chef Omnibus, so everything is done. So there is some issue. We will see why that is an issue. So exception. So resolving cookbook's dependency. So there is something which is not good in cookbook. Let's see. So templates, default, right? Default template. Yeah. Okay, VA is not recognized command here. Okay. Yeah, this is good. So what about template? Oh my god, template is empty. The template is empty, you see, nothing in the template. So it will be failing. The convert is getting failed. நீங்க சாப்பிடுங்க நீங்க சாப்பிடுங்களா ஓட்டரா he will say that புது இடம் வேற okay, so now again we will run the converge command. We will see how it is going to happen. So yeah, so I am again just doing the converge command here. So I think now it should work because so basically it just checks whether your exactly we are going to run. So exactly whatever we have created in our cookbook is going to run on the particular node or not, whatever the desired node or not. Okay, you see, yeah, it is working now. Okay, so that's fine. So now it is working. So as you see, it is finished. Now how to check whether this is completely success or not? By using a command called echo last exit code. If it is a Windows, that you have to use this last exit code command. Otherwise you can just put echo $? It tells you true or false here, but since it is a Windows, so it is always best to use a command which is a $exit last exit code. Okay, so if it is 0 means the previous kitchen is success, otherwise the kitchen is failed. Okay, so is it good? So this is the life cycle of the kitchen. So we have to create a kitchen by using so we have to create a kitchen by using a chef generate cookbook command, and after that you have to create your YML YAML file, which is a .kitchen YAML file, and also in the meantime you have to create your recipes and the resources correctly, and after that you need to put that in a correct YAML file in the run list, and after that you need to create your kitchen and you have to converge your kitchen. Okay, so to do this, the dependency is going to be your virtual box and the Vagrant. So this is the dependency. Now you can ask me what is Vagrant. Vagrant is nothing but it's a virtual tool, virtual machine tool, creation tool that you can create your virtual machine by using the virtual configurations. Understood? So now we have did this here, right? So we will try to do that with the EC2 node, which will be easy for us. But we are thinking it's easy, but I think it's going to be very tough. We'll see. So I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to log into my. So till now, do you have any questions, guys? Please feel free to ask questions. If you don't understand, we will stop it. We will not go further.
What exactly you did to run this chef? Like there was an error till now. What exactly you did to run this properly?
Yeah, it was error is nothing but I have not given the template correctly, right? See, I have used some template in the recipe, correct? So inside my recipe, I have used some template, correct? This
Yes.
file, but this file I have not given any data. The file is empty.
Okay.
You see, the template file is having a empty data, which is not good, right?
Okay.
So there is the template. The goal of the template is when you are running this, the exact host name is going to be fast, correct?
Yeah.
And /etc/host, that is /etc/motd is a file which we are creating in the path. That file will be having the host name and fully qualified domain identifier and the total memory node and the total normal memory and the total memory and the normal CPU and the total CPU count, correct? So this should be there already, but it was not there, right? So that's the reason it failed, and after that it started running. Okay. Now we are just going to see the same setup. Okay, in your AWS itself. So other than Vikram, is it good?
Yes, probably once I practice it, I'll get to understand fully.
Okay. What about the Chetan, Siddharth, Shivanand?
Sundar, actually,
Yes,
I'm
Sundar.
having a doubt.
Then why are you asking it? Or why are you not asking? Should I need to say Shivanand, please ask doubts?
No, actually, that was I was waiting for my turns. But let them all finish.
Hey, come on, guys.
Yeah, like I'm getting whatever you're saying, but my doubt is that in real time scenario, where do we use these all? Like, in which way we use?
What is this? If we are using HF, you are going to use this. See, the thing is, that is what. See, till now I was shouting like anything, right? So I am telling you, there is a requirement for one of my client. What is the requirement? That girl has to create a cookbook.
Okay, fine.
So what kind of cookbook? Why she wants to create a cookbook? She has to install a tool called Django.
Okay.
So what is Django is nothing but Django is a Java framework. Since I know about the Django, I am talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
So if it is a Java, if your project is a Java, okay, there are a lot of frameworks that you can use it. Django is nothing but a best framework of Django framework. So this is one of the very good framework of Java. Okay.
Hmm.
So maybe I'm not good with spelling. So Django. Okay, Django REST framework. So first of all, this framework need to be installed. Okay, in her machine.
Hmm.
How to do that? So she is going to create a. So every time when we are going to deploy, so we are just going to deploy the things in the chef cookbook. Correct?
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
every time you cannot just ask the developer or the other guy to just install all these things, right? It's a repetitive job.
Okay.
So we are just going to create a cookbook and we are going to do that, right? So now she is asking, I want Django framework and I want the Postgres database. Okay, database, I know about this Postgres. Okay, I'm using it. So Postgres, and there is a cache layer called Memcached. Okay, these three softwares I need, and Python also. She forgot to mention in the mail, but there is a Python also. Okay, so the Python also need to be installed. So what is happening here is, in a single server, I want in the 4 or 5 cookbooks need to be created. Correct?
Yeah.
Now I need to test this. Correct?
Okay.
So now I am in the Windows machine. And what she is telling is, she is not going to use, so in their company, they are not going to give any system for her to test it. But she has to provide the POC to the manager. So what she will do, she is not going to, they told since it is an Apple, they are not going to use the Amazon cloud. And they don't want to use the Microsoft Azure cloud also. They don't want to use, and they don't want to use the Google cloud also. They don't want to use any cloud technology. So now she has to either do the, she has to, only way is she has to install the Linux or whatever the operating system she wants in her machine and to test it. But if you are using a Chef Kitchen is giving already the privilege for you or a provision for you by using a Vagrant, right? What is Vagrant? Vagrant is a virtual tool, virtual box creation tool. So by using a Vagrant, kitchen is allowing her to test it.
Yeah.
Now you understand in real time why these tools are used and how we are going to use these tools which we are talking.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So now we are going to do the same thing by using this. We will see. I think either this concept we cannot just complete today, I guess. Okay. So now what is happening here is chip dev. Okay. Chip dev is a machine that which is my development machine. I had it. Okay. We will try to just connect it. Okay. Pranita, why are you coming and leaving? Mr. Mahendra, ping the girl Pranita and say that you will help her. Maybe help her in offline.
She is there, Sundar. Seems like she has got connected twice, and the offline thing she is connected.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, good. So what I am trying to do here is chef repo. Yeah, I have an MOTD, so I have created it. So in this I need to check whether the MOTD YML file is there good or not. Okay, so we'll check what is that? Just kitchen. So this kitchen.yml is having Ubuntu CentOS, right? I don't want CentOS now. Okay, I just want only Ubuntu, and I want the Ubuntu which is 14.0 is the best one, maybe not this 12. So 14. Yeah. So where it was, what is that here? So it was. So 14.04, okay, 14.04, yes, I have it in a good way. So maybe what I will do is now I will try to use kitchen. So you can ask me how to install these two tools, okay, in this. So the answer for that is apt-get install virtual box. So virtual box. You see? So virtual box. Okay, so I'm just going to create a install the virtual box. So I think I have already installed it here. You see, virtual box. This is a way that you have to install this virtual box, and you have to install the VAGRA vagrant. Okay, so you have to install the vagrant. I have already installed that also. Okay, so this is a way that you have to install these two things, and now you can just try to create a kitchen, KITCHEN, kitchen create. So I'm just going to create the kitchen. So we'll see. You see, we're not able to download the vagrant driver. Okay, but when you are doing this, okay, it will be working. So VAG. When I'm just doing this, it is in my office laptop, so that's the reason. You see, the vagrant command itself is not found. VAGRANT, vagrant. Yeah, it is there, but due to some other reason, okay, this vagrant is not good with my computer. So what I need to do here is, I think I need to create a new machine and I need to install the new one and try it. So somewhere I have missed it. Okay, so that's the reason it is not coming, but maybe you can try and it will be working for you. It is just a machine issue. Only thing is, you don't use the 12.0 the Ubuntu, and you don't use the Chef. See, you see here, so don't use this kitchen in kitchen.oml. So remove the CentOS. Okay, you don't have to use CentOS, and put 14.04. So these two corrections you try to do it, and you can also use this. So maybe this customization also you can remove it. This customization that I have made it already. So this one I don't want it. So maybe you can just remove it. Okay. So now maybe I will try kitchen create. Yeah. So actually there is a error with the client. Okay. I made some mesh. That's the reason here it is not working. Okay, so maybe you can try in your machine and it will be working. Okay, you have any questions now?
No,
Yes.
I'll just practice this and I'll get back to you.
Yeah. Okay. So only thing there will be here is, so there can be an error for you. Okay, in my experience, I'm just telling this. So kitchen, maybe this error you might get it. Okay, if you are getting this error, don't try too much, leave it. If you guys are getting this error, okay, it is not in our hands. So it is in our it is the behavior of our cloud. Okay, AWS cloud. So like bootstrapping, the SSH gateway is getting blocked, right? We don't have to use this SSH gateway, right? So if the loopback IP address is not allowing you to create the vagrant tool, just leave it. Okay, because they will not support directly. They will be supporting Docker. These guys, this AWS guys. Okay, so if you are getting this error, leave it. Don't try. Okay.
Okay, Sundar.
Because the main logically purpose of this is going to be tried from your local machine, right? Then why already you are there in a cloud machine and you are trying to do that? So for that you need to go to the Docker. So that's for these things. Okay, to create your images and do that. But if you are having this kind of, again I repeat, if you are having this issue, don't try. Okay, I have pasted it to you in the chat. Okay, but other issues you can try to fix it.
Sundar, in the instance, the MODD RHL cookbook you have already created, right, earlier? prior to this class. That's the reason you are able
Yes.
to.
Yes. I have created by the same command. Before this class, I tried to do it.
Okay, sir. And so the primary function of kitchen this thing is only to test your cookbooks locally.
Yes, cookbooks locally and create your notes locally.
Okay.
Okay. So you can practice and come back to me. Okay. So we'll meet on the same time tomorrow. Bye bye.